Are you ready to live your life with more peace, joy, and contentment? Hi, my name is Rhonda Jones, and that was me in the previous picture. However, many years ago I suffered from a deep depression that lasted the span of 4 long years. I did everything I thought a Christian was supposed to do to restore my peace, joy, and contentment. I prayed, begged God to take the pain away, sang praise songs, went to church regularly, and even saw 2 counselors. But nothing I did gave me any lasting relief. I would have my good and bad days, but I truly had given up hope of ever feeling completely normal again. Then one day, purely by accident, I sat in my car and started doing deep breathing exercises, and with each exhalation, I would silently repeat, "I release pain." Within about 10 minutes, all the pain I was feeling was completely gone, and there was a peace and stillness in my heart and mind that I had not experienced for a long time. Then God spoke to me in a still small voice. He said, "Rhonda, the reason you are so depressed is because of the thoughts you are thinking." Up until that point, I had never really listened to my thoughts before. But as I began to listen to the dialogue playing over and over in my head, my thoughts were right out of the pit of hell. It was then that God led me on a journey of mental, emotional, and spiritual healing, and within 3 months my depression was gone. Now, I don't want to mislead you into believing that I never ever battled or struggled with depression again. That would be a lie. But what I can tell you is that God has given me the spiritual and practical tools to fight depression and other toxic emotions and keep them under my feet where they belong. What many Christians don't realize is that even though we have given our heart to God, we carry around a lot of baggage in the form of hurt, pain, deceptions, and false mindsets that keep us from experiencing all that God has for us. Since I started my Christian meditation ministry over 3 years ago, I continually get letters from pastors, ministers, and everyday Christians who suffer just like I did. What makes this even more of a crisis is that we're Christians and we're supposed to have the joy of the Lord. Therefore, many believers suffer in silence. Just because we give our heart to God doesn't mean our past weights and baggages just disappear overnight. And as we continue to live, we add new fears, habits, and beliefs that contradict our walk of faith. That is why Jesus continually tells us to renew our mind. Unfortunately, many Christians have been led to believe that if they go to church more, shout loud enough, or pray longer and harder, they will change. The problem with this approach is that it doesn't transform our inner spirit. God wants you to be healthy and whole. In fact, Paul stated in the Bible that I pray that you would prosper and be in health even as your soul prospers. The more in tune and in alignment you are with God's Spirit, the more you will experience His fruit, blessing, promises, and provision in your life. Next, I want to give you an illustration of just how we limit God's blessings from flowing freely and abundantly. God's blessings are similar to the sun rays that shine brightly through the windows of your home. The cleaner the window, the more the light can shine through. However, when dirt, smudges, dust, fingerprints, and other debris begin to accumulate on the window, it begins to obscure and filter the sunlight from entering in. Even though the sun may be shining brightly on the outside, you won't experience its full effect because your windows are dirty. Spiritually speaking, the same dilemma occurs when you allow fear, doubt, guilt, sickness, clutter, unforgiveness, negativity, depression, and other mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical toxins to accumulate on the windows of your heart. These toxins interfere with your overall health, well-being, prosperity, and relationships, and rob you from receiving the fullness of God's light in your life. God's joy, peace, freedom, abundance, love, contentment, and divine health. Matthew 6:22 declares, "The eye is the lamp of the body. If your eyes are good, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eyes are bad, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light within you is darkness, how great is that darkness? And then Luke 11:34-36 pretty much says the same thing, but the last part of that verse says, therefore, if your whole body is full of light, and no part of it is dark, it will be completely lighted, as when the light of a lamp shines on you. This darkness prohibits God's light from entering into your life and keeps you from fully experiencing all that God has for you and the floodgates of heaven from overtaking your life. You may be thinking, how do I remove the debris from the windows of my life so that I can receive all that God has for me and walk in divine abundance? Before I answer that question, let me say that abundance is so much more than money or possessions. It is mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical health and well-being. It is manifesting loving and flourishing relationships with family, friends, and your significant other. Abundance is living with God's peace, joy, contentment right now, today, without changing your circumstances. Detox Your Life Now and Awaken Your Inner Spirit will help you to identify those smudges in your life and then show you how to get rid of them by healing your relationship with God and your relationship with yourself. My Detox Your Life Now and Awaken Your Inner Spirit program includes my 192-page workbook that contains 78 daily spiritual and practical lessons that promote spiritual growth and maturity, healing and health, and overall well-being. The program also includes 16 of my best-selling guided Christian meditation and affirmation recordings that coincide into each lesson of the program. As you work through this personal growth and spiritual development 10-week program, by completing the daily lessons and spending time with God by dwelling in His presence, you will literally transform your life, deepen your relationship with God, and experience more of God's peace, joy, contentment, and abundance. Detox Your Life Now and Awakening Your Inner Spirit takes you through a process of examining, peeling back, and eliminating those areas in your life, those illusions, obstacles, and deceptions that keep you from seeing and experiencing the fruit of God in every area of your life. Stop settling for less than what God has for you. Detox Your Life Now and Awaken Your Inner Spirit provides you with the tools needed to invite the healing and transformative power of God into these critical areas of your life. From the very first day of the program, you will notice a difference in how you feel. I am so confident that you will love this program and it will transform your life that I am offering a 10-day trial. You have nothing to lose except the toxins that are interfering with your peace, joy, and purpose. To start the trial, just click on the link below this video.